You give me a shake, right? You know what I mean. I don't eat donuts. No, I don't. I don't. I know. It surprises a lot of people.
Want a croissant?
No. Want a milkshake. You came to me last night, said you'd get me a shake. Alright. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Saginaw from Dow Event Center from Saginaw. It's the Saginaw Spirit and the Cornwall Colts in their first of two meetings this year. Or is it the second? Can't remember, but it's definitely one of the two. As Cornwall finding out that Sarnia lost their game after leading 2-0 for the longest time. They fell 3-2 in regulation to the North Bay Battalion. So a chance to catch up in the standings for the Cornwall Colts here tonight. Here's an early opportunity. Fernand in front. Good save early. Lazon back to Fernand. Fernand peeling down low. He had Lazon with him. Misa trying to get it out. Joe Vita kept it in, and now it comes out Michael Misa. He's been dangerous this season. In come the Spirit. That's turned back by Cornwall. In the corner, it's a rivalry between these two whenever they face. Here goes Colby Lazon. All the speed he's got. Lazon with speed and on goal. He scores! Colby Lazon gets Cornwall on the board first. A huge goal for him at 5:27 of this opening period to put his team ahead. As they chase the Sarnia Sting in the standings, they have the lead. Well, you can be sure that Sarnia is watching this game right now, hoping that the Spirit can come away with the victory here tonight. Here's Height. He'll move in. Not a good start for the Spirit as Lazon able to go right to the net. Find a way to put that in. Here's Willis. That's blocked. It goes into the corner. Caden Pike picks it up. He's been dangerous this year. Pike with speed, and here's Caden Pike now behind the D. Good save made. Wow. Cornwall showing their speed early. Here's Height. Moving in. Looking. Shooting. That's set wide. Spirit with it again behind the goal out front. Willis stopped. Here's Logan, and here come the Colts. It's Caden Pike. He has help with him. Goes to the net. That's shrugged wide. It goes into the corner. Diancillo. Height. Here's Willis. Left side with speed. McDonald trying to get that back. Here's the shot. It's handled. McDonald trying to find it in behind. The pass out front to Hache. Stopped. McDonald to Moran. Pass finds Belleville. Here comes Cornwall right side and in. Trying to get that shot to the net. It didn't work. Bloom. The biggest problem this year for teams facing Cornwall is handling their speed. When they have an off night, though, they aren't really a threat. No, when they're tired and they can't get their legs moving, you know that they're most likely not going to come away with the victory in that night. But if they do have their legs moving, there's a very high chance they will come away with the win. Beck playing that to the goal. McDonald has it back, or Sony. Sent back down the ice, and no icing. Elbow. Trying to cut that. Here's Perrick. Misa to the middle of the ice, in over the line. Michael Misa turned back. Here's Beck. Kristoff with it, and a penalty on the play going to the Spirit. So Cornwall will go to the power play here, up 1-0 in this first period already. Sarnia hoping that Saginaw comes away with the win here tonight. Here's Fernand. He scores! A slap shot off the face-off. It's a power play goal. And the Cornwall Colts lead it 2-0 late here in the first. And now the gap, well, it gets bigger, doesn't it? It's a bigger hole to climb for the Saginaw Spirit. Well, the Sarnia Sting definitely shaking their heads now as it's 2-0 Cornwall. The Colts trying to take over first spot. Very dominating start here so far tonight. Here's Height. Height through center with it. This is the best we've seen Cornwall play against Saginaw. And another penalty going to the Spirit. Here's Marnell. He'll step in, 2-on-1. He scores! Marnell gets one to sneak through. And it's 3-0 Cornwall here in the first on a delayed penalty call. Jack Marnell silences the crowd here in Saginaw. This one, just put it to the net. You don't know what's going to happen. Luan can't handle it. It's 3-0. The funny thing about this is the shots are even at 5, but it's a 3-0 game. Goaltending and defense not doing their job tonight, though. Shots on goal are low for both clubs in this game. Here's Kristoff. He has a man ahead in Walker. Walker steps in, 3 seconds to go in the period. Pass in front, and they just about knocked home another, but the period comes to an end. 3-0 Cornwall after 1 tonight from Saginaw. Shots to go in the game are 6-5 Colts. It's 3-0 after 1. They hit their 4-1 Saginaw. Faceoffs 3-2 Cornwall. Power plays 1-for-1 Colts. And Saginaw hasn't had one. 3-0 after 1. Welcome into period 2 from Dow Event Center tonight from Saginaw, the Spirit and the Cornwall Colts. Faceoff 1 picked up by Perrick. 3-0 after 1. It's going to have to be a big period here now for Saginaw. Here's Marnell. Pass ahead finds Lazon. Here's Lazon. Taken down, try to get it right back. Vida, stepping by, was Misa doing a great job. But Vida took it back. He'll give that away. Misa to Bloom. Backhander stop. Here's Vida now. And the Colts having a hard time, but now they get it ahead. Here's Joe Vida. Vida steps in, winds, fires. That was blocked. That could have been trouble. Had it gone through. Here's Beck. Moves in. Fernando Olivier Perron. Taking it back. Here's Lazon. Lazon with speed. Right side. Getting behind the D's in. And he stopped Vida with it. He'll shoot. That's blocked. Marnell in the corner. He has a goal in the game. Back to the point. Bindelis lets it fly. That stayed out. Lazon. Here's Bloom up ahead. That finds help in Beck. Now Misa. Misa with speed down the right side. Michael Misa with Bloom. Block, got it back. A big save made there by Shabbat. Robitaille, pass fighting Pike. He's offside. 12:21 to go, middle period. It's 3-0 Cornwall still from the first. Colts fighting for the top spot in the league. So far, they have a good argument as they're up 3-0. Here's a drop pass to Diacio. Taken back. Logan to Frazier. The Colts have been a better road team than home team this year. That seems to be the story with this Cornwall lineup. They need to find a way to get things going at home. Here's Willis. Bring it in. McDonald back to it for Frazier. Frazier sends it in. Past the halfway mark. It's 3-0. Here's Caden Pike. What a play. Trying to get that to the goal. It failed. Here's McDonald. Sending it right back in. Saginaw, all they can do is defend right now. Pike after it. Caden Pike with speed. Looks. Centers it out front. That just missed help. Christopoulos. Down the right side. In over the line. Colts cut that off. It's McDonald with it. Christopoulos back. Diacio. That's blocked by Robitaille. Plays that back to Christopoulos. There's the shot handled. Rebound doesn't go. What a chance for the Spirit. And Sarnia definitely shaking their heads. Here's Caden Pike, weaves his way, circles back, bumped off the puck, got it back, kicks it free. Christopoulos gets it out of there. 5 to go in the period, 3-0 Colts. Here's Christopoulos. In over the line, he'll go to the net with it, stopped by Shabbat. Bouncer in the paint, it's picked up by Shabbat. Plays that down to Moran. That just missed help in Beliveau. Beliveau trying to get it back. Here's Hay. In over the line, taken back by Cornwall. LeBomb. 2.5 to go in the period. 3-0 Colts. Here they come. LeBomb drops for a shot. And it rolled away before they could jam it home. 1:50 to go in the middle period. 3-0 Cornwall. Still from the first if you're with us. Saginaw Spirit unable to put anything on the board so far. And this is the game that Sarnia really counted on them. You can't count on other teams to save the day, though, especially if you have a lead and you blow it. Sarnia Sting were going to win that game today up 2-0 late. They give up 3 goals in a row on sloppy play. And that cost them 3-2 the final. Here's LeBlanc to Beliveau. Seconds running down here in the second period. And a penalty on the play. Here's Moran. Shot goes wide. A power play to start the third for Cornwall. Up 3-0 already. 1 period left. The boos raining down from Saginaw. The score after 2. 3-0 Cornwall. Shots a goal. A low 9-8. Hits are 8-1 Saginaw. Face off 6-3 Saginaw. 1-for-1 on the power play Cornwall. And Saginaw hasn't had one. The Colts have a power play to start the third, already 1 for 1. Welcome into period 3 from Dow Event Center tonight. Cornwall Colts with a 3-0 lead as we enter period 3. And Cornwall on the power play. Here's Donovan. All he can do is chip and chase. It's picked up here by the Colts in their own end. Here's Bindelis to Fernand. Drops that off for Caden Pike. He's flying tonight. Pike shoots. Save. What a save on the rebound. Pike with it. Down low. Here's Pike. Off. There's the shot. It's handled. And there's Perrick. He'll just try to get it out. Sent ahead for Michael Misa. Trapped there. He'll feed it ahead for Beck. Short-handed opportunity for the Spirit. Vita trying to take that away. There's a chance. And Caden Pike had it with Vita. Here's Pike to Vita. Gave it away. Beck on the turn back. He'll just send it in. 20 seconds left on the Cornwall power play. Here's Colby Lazon. Can't stop him forever. Lazon, 7 seconds left on the rush. He fans on that shot. Back to full strength. Here comes Michael Misa, and here come the Spirit. 1 for 2 on the power play. Hey, sent it over the net. Here's Lazon to Pike. To Fernand Olivier Perron. Here comes Cornwall with speed. Fernand Olivier Perron shoots. Save made there. Lazon with it back. Down low in the corner, still holding on to it. He has Moran stepping in now. Tristan Moran to the net. What a save! Loose puck in front. Oh my, what a stop from the Saginaw netliner Lalonde, keeping it 3-0. Had an ugly first, but he settled in since to keep it 3-0. Height. Here's Christopoulos to Misa. Misa at center, cut off by Beliveau, and now a penalty going to Cornwall. Saginaw will see the power play for their first time tonight. Cornwall 1 for 2 on theirs. Draw one, it's picked up. Here's McDonald to clear. That failed, but Vita's after it short-handed. Joe Vita, and another penalty on the play as Vita took someone down. 5-on-3, Saginaw will have a chance now as the ice opens up for them and they're down 3-0. The face-off. One back, here's Logan, he'll clear to center. Diacio back to get it. Here's Hache to Height. To the goal. Here's Christopoulos. What a save. Rebound. That wouldn't go. Logan clears. 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 8 seconds. Picked up here by the Spirit. Diacio up ahead up on that wing for Christopoulos. He has Willis. Willis going to the net. Can't get the shot. McDonald has it again, and he'll send it down the ice. 5-on-3 for 39 seconds. Alon back to get it. Good chances on this power play, though, for the Spirit. Here comes Willis. Logan back to defend. Willis to the goal. He stopped. And Logan's there to clear it. Well, the 5-on-3 down to a 5-on-4 for 15 seconds. Here's Diacio. Up ahead for Height. Height with speed. Here he comes. Shooting. What a save. Rebound and got away. Third chance. What a save. Down in the splits. Kept it out. That shot doesn't go. Diacio and another power play going to the Spirit. It's been all Saginaw here in the third as Cornwall touches up again. Back to the power play go the Spirit. They're 0 for 2. Face-off left side. Shabbat has been unreal between the pipes tonight, especially here in the third, to keep it 3-0. Perrick to Donovan in front. What a save again! And the rebound wouldn't go. Joe Vita cut it off. Here's Donovan. Gave that away to Caden Pike. 2-on-1. Now it's a break. Caden Pike behind the D. Scores! Short-handed goal. It's 4-0 Cornwall. 11:20 of the third period to make it 4-0. Beautiful goal for Caden Pike. Go to the net, find that backhand up and over the glove. It's silence here from the Saginaw crowd. Spirit have been whacking and whacking away all third period long, but it's been all Shabbat in net. And the Colts find a way to tag on another. It's 4-0. 8.5 to go. Still on the power play here. Here's Lazon. Backhander shut down. That could have been more trouble. Still shorthanded. In comes Bloom. To the goal. Off a leg and wide. Pearson to Frazier. Here comes Cornwall. Frazier looks for Lazon. The pass find him. Here's the chance. Stopped by Lalonde. And he holds on with 7:40 to go. 4-0 Colts. Much needed game from the Cornwall Colts after Sarnia blowing their game earlier 3-2. Here's the draw. One back picked up by the Spirit in their own end. The pass finding help in Misa. Michael Misa, right side and in. Silent crowd tonight from Saginaw. Here come the Colts. LeBomb feeds it in front. Just missed Fernand. It goes in behind the goal. Donovan, that's off the boards, back for Beck. Now brought in Beck to the goal. He's shut down by Shabbat. Arsoni to Beliveau. Pass finds Moran. Moran off. Beliveau shooting. Went over the net. Has it again. Fed it out front. Whacked away, and that's Bloom. Re-getting it. Here's LeBomb now. Back for Arsoni. To the middle for LeBomb. 3.5 to play. Steps by. Shoots. Save. And they score. Tristan Moran makes it 5-0 Cornwall. At 16:52 of the third period, another goal. Very bad game from the Saginaw Spirit. They've had their looks, but to give up 5 here tonight on home ice, not a pretty scene. Face off one back. Here's Donovan. Up ahead for Misa. You can hear loud boos tonight. Misa stopped by Shabbat. Colts will go the other way again. That pass finding help. It's down the ice and on goal. Lawan out to play it. Moran, Findelis trying to keep it inside. Last minute of play here in the third period. Bloom is stopped. It goes in behind the net. Spirit challenging here. Willis taken back. Here's the shot. That's stopped. Willis with it again. Fed out front. That's handled. Another chance doesn't go. Another that doesn't go. Oh my! Down and out, and Shabbat still found a way to keep it out. With 17 seconds to go. 5-0. Here's the face-off. One back. Picked up. Hache. That's handled. And Marnell now. Hache. 10 seconds left. Spirit will take it back to center. Now to Height. Gave that away. Fernand. Here's Diacio. Penalty on the play. It won't matter at this point. As the seconds run off the clock, it's a 5-0 shutout for the Cornwall Colts here from Saginaw tonight. The Spirit fans will go home mega unhappy as it's a shutout for Caleb Shabbat. Well, the Cornwall Colts creep up against the Sarnia Sting with a 5-0 win here this afternoon. The standings even tighter than they were a night ago. 5-0 your final score.